Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to Girls That Manifest. On this show, I will teach you how to manifest an expansive and extraordinary life beyond your wildest dreams. We will go deep on all things mindset, manifestation, law of assumption, spirituality, and metaphysics. I can't wait to bring you this content. So grab your matcha, mimosa, or macchiato and let's get into the show. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to another episode of Girls That Manifest. My gosh, I am so happy to finally be back after this unplanned and unexpected hiatus. As you can tell, my voice is still a little bit nasally, and I'm still getting over this cold with the accompanying cough, but I am in much better form to be able to bring you a new episode, and I'm very excited about it. So today, what I want to talk about is actually a question that was asked in the Girls That Manifest Facebook group. And I found it such a great question because I know that so many people have different variations of this exact question. And that is, what if my desire is fairly unrealistic, is totally far-fetched, feels like a pipe dream, complete fantasy? What if that is my actual desire? What do I do then? So this particular member in the Facebook group, she wrote a post and she said, I have so many questions swirling in my head, but I'll start with my biggest. What if I don't want a business? I've had 2 fairly successful businesses in the past that I only started to make ends meet. I have been considering selling courses, digital marketing, etc., because that can create passive income. However, after listening to one of your podcasts about resistance, I realized again how much I truly don't want to do it. I was only going to because I want a shit ton of money. That's passive income. In all of my life, I've never really wanted a business or a career or job. But I've always dreamed of massive wealth so that I can bless people and give tons away. I know my destiny. Your content has truly helped me so much, and I can feel my self-concept and mindset shifting hugely. But the one niggling doubt, especially after listening to your podcast that buying things transforms us better than winning things, is, can I manifest millions of dollars without a business? My goal is 500 million. I'm not lazy. I just can't find anything that I'm passionate about except the idea of giving millions of dollars to help people every day. I feel like that amount of money can only come from the lottery, but I've heard so many negative things about trying to manifest a lottery win. Any thoughts? And thank you for all you do and give. So I thought this was such a great question because I know that there are so many people who are in similar situations who want these things, who feel like they're totally unrealistic, who feel like they're too big, or that it's never been done before. They don't know anyone who's experienced that before. Or if they have, it's like someone in a different country, someone who has been doing certain things for a while, and that is, of course, the result that they would get. But believing it for yourself is very much not a thing. But I want you to know that whatever it is you desire, you absolutely can have. And you can have it now. Nothing is off limits to you. Right? I want you to really hear that. Nothing is off limits to you. So I wrote a reply to this lovely person, and I'm going to read part of that reply, but I'm also going to elaborate because I have more to say on it. So the first thing that I want to say is that she shared that in one of my episodes, I shared about how buying things transforms us better than winning things. Now, of course, I have found that to be a great experience for me. Buying something, using your money that you have manifested or earned to purchase things that you want is an amazing experience. But it is not the only experience you have to have, right? Of course, winning things is amazing. It feels very fucking fantastic when you win something. Believe me. So I don't want anyone to get into this mindset of thinking that You need to be able to pay for something in order to have some kind of manifestation upgrade. You don't, right? This is just my personal opinion. As in my world, I'm the creator of it. So I decide what the rules are for me. But those absolutely do not have to be your rules if you don't want that for yourself. Okay? You get to decide every single aspect of how the entire world works for you. So please don't base or limit yourself based on me and what I prefer and what I like, okay? You get to have it all exactly the way that you want. Now, when it comes to business, what I shared with this lovely lady was a business is not the only way to accumulate massive wealth. There are many avenues. For instance, investing, inheritance, lottery, career, gambling, to name a few. If you haven't watched the video that I shared about Neville Goddard sharing the story of the woman who wanted to manifest consistent money without a job or business, and she did, head to YouTube now to watch that one. I will put the link for that in the show notes below. But I also know a woman who doesn't work at all and just goes to the casino every couple of weeks to pick up her money. She wins thousands every time now. And she used to win nothing before she changed her self-concept. So now, whenever she wants money, she knows for a fact that all she has to do is go down to the casino because she's not going to win, she's not going to gamble, she's going to pick up her money. That is how, in the end, she is living. That is her self-concept now. It's just her personal bank rather than a place to go gambling in. We are all so accustomed to doing what we don't want to do to get the results we want. For example, working hard to make money. And usually, it's because it's what we've always done. It's what we know. And it's what works. We are lazy by nature. It's harder to do something new than it is to do something you don't want to do. And this is where we have to get out of this habit and way of operating if we truly want a different result. Because you can have the millions you desire without a business. Your job is to see yourself with it and become the person who leads that life from within. Everything you want is created within. So you must feel like her. You must embody her. You must have the knowing that you are her until it is who you are. This is where all your work and persistence will go. But this is also where most people give up. It's too uncertain. It's too hard to believe. It's too much of an unknown. But if this is what you really want, if you really want that unrealistic pipe dream fantasy thing, you have to surrender to the discomfort of the unknown and persist anyway. There is no one to look to, no one to seek permission from, no one to help you do it. You must give it to yourself over and over. Now, in terms of how it comes to you, the way will find its way to you, either through its own means or through your natural action that will not feel forced or undesirable to take. It will be easy, it will be natural, and it will not feel like action at all. But this part isn't yours to worry about. That's the how. That's not your job. Your only job is you and who you are being, how you are feeling, what you are thinking. There is no one to change but self. So it's your time to get to work. So although that particular message was written in response to this woman's question, I hope you heard that message for yourself too. Because that is what truly needs to happen in order to manifest anything, but especially these big, lofty dreams that people will probably ridicule you for. Now, I want to talk about another thing that was mentioned in this particular message of trying to manifest a lottery and win, and hearing negative things about trying to win. So, throughout life, naturally, you are going to experience resistance from other people. You are going to have people tell you it's not possible. You're going to see a lot of messages in the opposite direction of what you want. You're going to come across content. You're going to come across situations, experiences, where it all tells you It's not possible. You can't do it. It's not meant for you. You're kind of stupid to be doing it. And it's not going to work. So why keep doing it? And I want you to remember this. No one decides how anything works for you except for you. If you accept what someone else says, or what something else implies, or what an experience tells you the first, second, third, fourth, fifth time around, and you take that and you make it mean that you can't have it, it's not yours, and you believe it, that is your choice. No one is making you feel that way. You are choosing to feel that way. You are choosing to observe it that way. You are choosing to perceive it that way. So if you believe that you can't win the lottery, or it's bad, or it's negative, it's your choice. And to be honest, if you're thinking that way and feeling that way, do not buy a lottery ticket, because you're not in the end state. You're not living in the end where you have already won it, and you're living this incredible life where you are now showering people with money and gifts and whatever else you want. You're not in the end, so don't even go and buy a ticket. Until you are living in the end, until you know you have won it, until you know without a doubt that you are already this extremely wealthy person who has won the lottery, if you want to add details, don't be buying a ticket, because you ain't living in the end. Okay? The second that you are, that's when you can. That's when you should. And if you're someone who is wanting to manifest something big, unrealistic, lofty, you also need to listen to that advice. Don't be making any moves unless you are already in that end state, unless you are already there, unless you feel like it's yours now. Because what will happen? What will happen if you're actually living in the end? First of all, you won't be trying to make anything happen. If you're already living in the end, if you're already there, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are already there in that outcome. You are not going to feel like, or want to, or need to take any action, because why would you when you're already there? Instead, what's going to happen is the bridge of incidents or series of events are going to start occurring in order for this outcome to come to you. And this is where you must apply faith and trust. But most of you don't fucking do that. Instead, you start messing with the middle. And I'm jesting because I friggin' do it too. I've done it so many times. None of this is to make you feel bad or make you feel like you're messing it up. You're not, right? I want you to understand that you are manifesting perfectly for the corresponding self-concept you inhabit. Everything that is happening and occurring right now is a perfect manifestation for the state and self-concept and assumptions you currently have. You are a master manifester already. You've just been manifesting what you don't want, what you don't truly want, right? So now it's time to get serious, get to work. If you want these big things that seem so impossible, that are never things that you have experienced before, seen before, heard of before, you need to get disciplined as fuck, right? None of this, oh, I'm just going to do some scripting tonight, or I'm going to robotically affirm my affirmations for a couple of days. None of that shit. Actually change. You need to change within. You need to feel like a different person. You need to feel totally different to how you were before. If you really want this completely different life, completely different physical experience than you were having before, you got to actually get to work. But this work isn't physical work. It's mental work. And that is where so many people fail. They will not master their minds. They will not become deliberate creators. My question to you is that where you want to remain too? Is it really? Because if it isn't, it's time to get to work. It's time to change yourself. Speaking of that, you might have seen that the Girls That Manifest Academy is officially open for pre-launch. This is a complete manifestation course where I will teach you how to recreate yourself to manifest the lavish, expansive, and extraordinary life of your dreams, whatever that looks like. Whether it is having a massively successful business or career, or it's manifesting the love of your life or marriage, or it's creating your dream home, whether it's large sums of money or all your debt being paid off, whether it's perfect health or your dream body, or it's luxury travel adventures to your desired destinations, or it's friendships and connection and intimacy, or just becoming the best version of yourself. Whatever it is, whatever you want to manifest, whatever's on your heart right now, whatever you're set on calling in, whatever you feel is meant for you, this is what Girls That Manifest Academy will teach you. This is a totally different manifestation course to what you've ever experienced before. It is a full immersion self-concept course where you will change your self-concept, where you will become a different person. And the best thing is, you can join for over $1,500 off the full price because this is pre-launch and you have the opportunity to be a founding member. So, if you would like to learn more about the Girls That Manifest Academy, head to the link in the show notes below, but hurry because pre-launch ends in a couple of days. And if you enjoyed this episode, if you feel like it was the kick in the butt that you needed, come and let me know over in the Girls That Manifest Facebook group. I love talking to you guys there. And of course, if you love this show, make sure you subscribe and leave a review. And I will see you in the next episode.